So I'm recording this video in the dark because I want to. Because I have a message. And I want for my words to be heard, not so much to focus on my face, but on my dialogue. So right now, Gemini, the holder of the North Node, has both its ruling planet Mercury, the messenger of God, as well as Venus in its house, the planet of love. So what is God's message of love? And who is Gemini if not the twins? And a lot of people made a lot of money talking about narcissists, right? And a lot of people have made a lot of money discussing how much they loathe and detest Aquarius. And a lot of people have made a lot of money saying that if you didn't handle Aquarian energy correctly, you were going to become a sociopath. And what I'm seeing is a lot of people are becoming sociopaths. There's a lot of anger and a lot of rage in the world. What I see it as is as the keep coming back to the 7 deadly sins, right? There's a lot of greed, a lot of envy, a lot of sloth, a lot of wrath, certainly a lot of gluttony. There's definitely a lot of lust. And people will say, well, it's just this and creative. No, listen, it is, but it isn't. Let's just be real. A lot of people spend all this time talking about divine goddess energy, but forgot that it's a triple spirit, it's a trinity. While everybody says it needs to rise, everybody keeps wanting to kill the crone. Who's the crone if not older women? Because there's no value seen in the crone. So how can you say you want to save goddess energy when you don't value the crone? I don't know. I've been asking these questions for a very long time. And what I keep seeing around me is a force field that's being built like a net, like a safety net. Because what's really going on right now is there's a drudging of the lakes and of the emotions and of everything else. And it's almost like a plug has been pulled and everything is being drained. And a lot of people can't handle it because now they're being faced with all of their illusions that they continuously illuminate versus using their intuition to see the illusion so they know how to choose better options. We want to see all the options. But then when we see them, we always choose the ones that are shiny and glitter and glitz and gold. We never choose the ones that fit best with what Source wants, God wants, our heart wants. And that's what's under review because many of us are inverted. Too many people think with their lower extremities, can't even have a conversation with anybody. Gemini also governs the space of sharing. So Gemini is about to ask us all, what the hell are we sharing? What are we seeing that we share? And Sag gets the eclipse. Mercury gets the retrograde. And I'm pretty sure on one of the clocks, Saturn is making a transit back through Capricorn, on top of Pluto being in Capricorn going backwards. And everybody's seeing how their minds racing. Your minds are racing because they're being split. The whole entire left hemisphere has been severed. Logic, intellect, and reason has been severed because a lot of people don't know how to use it. And yeah, sociopaths are on the rise because people don't know how to be honest and they don't know how to be true. They don't know how to be authentic without bashing another human being. We take joy in other people's pain. So many people are just giving you the fluff and filler about what's going on. I can never do that because I'm the crone. And the crone knows how to balance the dark and the light and to pull a powerful message up through it. Time's up. The dredging of the lakes has begun. The splitting of the spears has begun. The splitting of toxic energy has begun, or it's just about finished. And the not moving when you know you're supposed to is over with. The stagnation is done. If you are stagnant right now, you're just going to be cut off. Because nobody likes anybody who's too afraid to move, too afraid to speak up, or too afraid to believe in something that is just so out of the ordinary that it could be the one space where you completely change yourself. But you have to trust it. I can't wait to see how many people crumble. Because I already see some that are going to. And they're terrified. They're terrified. But they're getting weak. And something's going to change. I feel it. So Gemini, I say thank you, as always. And please help me and help Air Nation. And bring forth God's message swiftly. The message from the gods. And love's message. Remind us all what it means to share on a deeper level and to see Sagittarius on a broader scope. Saturn's going to keep applying the pressure. So just take your ass whooping like you did when you were a kid, because we've all been disobedient. We don't listen, nor do we hear. With love, the Aquarius.